Microsoft Intune allows you to set compliance policies for Android, Apple, or Windows devices. Now, compliance policies defines a set of rules and settings that both users and devices must adhere to in order to gain secure access to valuable company applications and resources. By implementing these policies, you're taking proactive steps to safeguard your company data and maintain the utmost security. Let's jump into it.
First, we'll log into our tenant and navigate to endpoint.microsoft.com. Then we'll select devices and then select compliance policies. Then we'll select create policy. Under platform, we'll select Windows 10 and later and click create. Then we'll give it a descriptive name. You can also add a description if you would like to, and click next. The first setting we can enable is custom compliance. When enabled, devices will be deemed compliant according to data in a JSON file based on custom data returned from a PowerShell discovery script. Moving on to device health. Under device health, we have the Microsoft Health Attestation Service Evaluation Rules. You can configure this if the devices you are configuring has TPM modules installed. Under the settings, you can configure require BitLocker, require secure boot to be enabled on the device, and require code integrity. If you have devices without TPM modules and you set these to require, it will show as not applicable in the settings options and not mark the devices as non-compliant. Then, when looking at device properties, you can define minimum and maximum OS versions. There may be a company application which requires a certain operating system version or a security patch you want as a standard for company-wide devices. That can all be defined over here. For Configuration Manager compliance, the setting is only applicable to hybrid co-managed devices, meaning devices managed by on-premise infrastructure like System Center Configuration Manager, and does not apply to devices managed by Intune. Then under System Security, the top section over here where it says password is for mobile devices. Then we'll leave require encryption of data storage on this device as not configured, primarily because we've already enabled the require BitLocker under the device health. The require encryption of data storage on devices normally refers to third-party encryption applications on devices that does not have BitLocker. Then under device security, you have the option to enable the device to require the Windows firewall to be on, the device to have a trusted platform module, the device to have the antivirus enabled, and anti-spyware enabled. Defender should only be enabled if you do not have a third-party antivirus running on the endpoints. If you do, the devices will automatically be marked as non-compliant. Then you can also set the default risk score. Devices which exceed the score you set here will automatically be marked as non-compliant. When you've configured all your settings, click next. Then under actions for non-compliance, I'll select send the email to the user, and I'll give a grace period of 10 days for the user to get the device to be compliant. Under message template, I'll select non-compliant warning and click next. Then for this example, I'll select all devices and click next. We'll then review the settings, confirm everything, and click create. And that's it.